while he was a minister or while he was a governor. Now, there's a basic principle in human relationships about your relationship with your bosses. I think that Nyesom Wike is very rude, disrespectful, because Rotimi Amechi is his boss in politics. When he was local government chairman, or was he councillor, during Amechi's second term, it was Rotimi Amechi that helped him to become local government chairman at Obio Akpo local government area. He subsequently became chief of staff to Rotimi Amechi. It was Rotimi Amechi that recommended him to become Minister of State for Education in Abuja. So he talks this carelessly about his former boss. I think it's disrespectful. I think he speaks to his character. Number two, this same Nyesom Wike still talking about this hubris. The theory is this, people can double check it. You know, has also abused Peter Odili, Sir Peter Odili, another statesman. He has said publicly that Peter Odili does not qualify to be an elder. This is the same man that he was taken to by Mama Peace, Dr. Patience Jonathan, to help him to become governor. There's no name he has not called Dr. Peter Odili and his wife. He even referred to him as one man and his wife as one woman. This is a statement about character. This same Nyesom Wike says he's fighting for President Jonathan, and that there's nobody in PDP that can stop him, not even Chief Olabode George, whom we refer to as a ground rent debtor. So who will Nyesom Wike not insult? Senator John Mbata, who was his godfather at a point, he insulted him too. And he has shown signal that he's also going to insult President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In that interview, he pointed out that if he had known that President Tinubu was going to declare a state of emergency in Rivers, he would have offered a different kind of advice. That's already a signal to President Tinubu to know that this man you are dealing with is only interested in his own interests, permanent interests, not permanent friends. And so President Tinubu should beware, because tomorrow he will abuse this same President Tinubu. He says nobody can touch him in PDP. Okay, what does that mean? He's saying that, yes, it's possible for a man to be everywhere as long as his personal interest is involved. So these are the questions to be raised. About the hubris of Nyesom Wike, I think that is the major issue. That is the story. That is the story. Now, as for
of reply to comments that were made and that you would like to respond to. So, sir, I give you the floor to go ahead and respond to these comments that were made.
Well, I first and foremost, I want to commend the management, especially the chairman of Arise News. That's one of the leading lights in journalism profession in this country, the Prince Duke. I want to commend him. I want to commend him for today because I can see that Mr. Reuben Abati is not here, because I was not expecting him to be here, because he took position of special assistant on media to Rotimi Amechi. He took position of spokesperson to Rotimi Amechi. So I was thinking that to be professional, to operate normally, Reuben Abati will not be among those who will sit in the studio to interview me. I said that it will be on this side of the discussion this morning. So why I will be talking in defense or in support of the FCT Minister Wike, he will also be talking in support and in defense of Rotimi Amechi, like he has been doing. And I said that probably he has been appointed as a special assistant on media to Amechi, because I watched him like 3 or 4 days ago here, saying that, talking like the minister is rude, is this, and using unprintable words that I was not expecting to hear from somebody who has functioned as editorial chairman of Guardian newspapers. For somebody like that to come to studio and begin to say, to call a minister rude in defense of Rotimi Amechi, because he was supposed to, in journalism, we are not supposed to have opinion. So I was shocked to hear him turning himself to spokesperson of Amechi. And I want to also suggest that since he's now Amechi's spokesperson, he should excuse himself from Arise TV and go and do his job properly. He should not be using a platform provided by respected Nigerians like Oga Nduka Obaigbena to ventilate his anger, his frustration, and his hatred for Wike. Because it is obvious that he hates Wike. He said here that Wike is rude. When he had issue with EFCC and he had to pay back the money he got from Dasuki money, from Dasuki loot, then the alleged Dasuki loot. He himself and his wife knew the road to Wike's house to go and beg for a bailout, which is obviously got. And Wike was not rude that time. Oga Reuben Abati has always come to this station to present himself as a moral police, to postulate, present himself as a moral police. And he will not one day tell us that at one point in his life, he's a politician, a member of PDP. At some point in his life, he was PDP deputy governorship candidate in Ogun State. And he was comfortable having his picture displayed with that of somebody who was wanted by the American government for alleged drug trafficking. He was comfortable on the podium with somebody who was wanted by the American government for alleged drug trafficking. That is the person that we always...
The drama no they finish, but my own are just to bring out whatever it's there happening there, just put it out here. So they said I'm trying, sometimes I just get stuck in names. I'm just thinking of names and then I just get. So Reuben Abati has refuted what Lere Olayinka had said in that interview, and this is his refutation. And so it goes like refutation on Lere Olayinka's interview on Arise News, the morning show, Friday, June 5th, 2025. He said, "I've never approached Minister Nyesom Wike to beg for money. That is a lie. If anyone, including an ex-partner, went to him under false pretense to solicit funds in my name, I place a clear disclaimer. Such actions were not authorized by me, and Minister Wike reserves every right to call it out as fraud. Like many others, I was invited by EFCC for questioning, a lawful and procedural engagement. At no time was I asked to return any money. In fact, the EFCC under former chairman Ibrahim Magu later apologized to me. Lere Olayinka clearly misused the word hubris. A basic dictionary reference would have sufficed. I will not indulge further in responding to him directly. He's not my peer. I await a more meaningful conversation, if any, from his principal, not his proxy. I am not Rotimi Amechi's spokesperson, nor do I have his phone number. That's a fabrication. I was not absent from the morning show on Friday to avoid any discussion. I was engaged at a pre-scheduled book review for Oprah Benson Life and Legend, a 550-page publication by Dr. Udu Yakubu. It was an honorable intellectual commitment. I stand firmly by everything I said regarding Minister Wike. He's a public official occupying a public office. He is and should remain subject to public scrutiny. Nobody in public service is above accountability. On the matter of late Buruji Kashamu, it is important to state that the allegations against him were never proven in any court of law. Until his death, he was never convicted of any crime, either in Nigeria or abroad. Persisting in amplifying unproven accusations against the deceased is in poor taste and ethically questionable. My heartfelt appreciation goes to my diligent team, Rufai Hussaini, Vimba, and our wider crew for standing tall with professionalism and poise. And to my ever-supportive wife, Kike Lomo Atanda Owo Abati, your strength remains my anchor. May God bless Nigeria with true transparency, integrity, and boldness in public discourse. I am Reuben Abati. Me, I don't have anything to say. You, what do you think?